Alright, y'all. What's really good, man? It's been a little while. It's your boy, Give It Up 100. I'm back in the building, dropping these oh so important videos. At least to me, they important. Let's get to it, man. Dave Chappelle just came across this news, planning on pulling out all his resources from his neighborhood, which is around $60-something million of resources, investments that he's got in his community. If a low-income housing get put up pretty much in his vicinity, right? Which means a lot of poor people will be moving into his community. I don't even know how that's possible because these neighborhoods, I mean, if you're worth, say Dave Chappelle is worth $50 million, obviously he's worth way more than that. If he's worth that, he's not living in neighborhoods where the average person like me and you can afford to live in. The property tax would be too crazy high as fuck. The houses would be too crazy high as fuck. There's no way we can afford that. But I guess in some little community meeting or whatever like that, it was something going on recently where he said straight up out of his own mouth that he will pull out all his resources if this low income housing go up. Now, of course, a lot of people is gonna disagree with that, and a lot of people are gonna agree with that. I'm gonna be honest, I agree with that. I agree with him not wanting that type of vibe near him. And I'm gonna tell you why. I grew up in the ghetto, and I live in a working to middle class-ish type-ish community right now. You know what I'm saying? I just left Florida, and I'm back up in Connecticut. So I'm speaking on a community in Connecticut where I live at. And low-income housing are nothing but a disgrace. The people that live there are a disgrace. They're dirty, they're filthy, they're violent, they're on drugs, they don't get along, they don't have a community, period. You know what I'm saying? Where Dave is probably living is probably an actual community where people, you know what I mean, live as one and speak to their neighbors and take care of their neighbors and take care of their community. People that's typically from low income housing, you know, that type of background, Section 8, welfare, shit like that, we know how they typically are programmed, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't want that shit near me either if I was worth 50 to 100 million, probably even more in Dave Chappelle's position. He's worth a lot of money. And celebrities are celebrities. You know, they separate, their money alone separate them from the average man in every way you can imagine. They don't want to have anything to do with the average person. They don't shop where you shop at. They don't, you know, they try not to wear the same clothes you wear. They don't vacation where you vacation at. You know what I mean? You don't see these people because they feel like their money separate them from you. There's no way in hell where he lives at, his comfort zone, where you live at is your comfort zone, you're going to want to see these absolute bottom feeders, these crabs. I'm saying it out of my own mouth. These crabs come and live right down the street from you. You're not going to want that unless it's totally out of your control. And if you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars, you have a lot of control. You can get your ass up and go somewhere else where they will never accept a low income type of housing or project or whatever. So Dave Chappelle spoke for a lot of people with that one. You know what I'm saying? It's people in the hood. It's people in urban neighborhoods that can't afford nothing better than that don't want to live next to the low income type of people. The people that don't work and get a check cut from the state. There's people that go to work that don't want to live next to that or even on the same street as that. You see what I'm saying? So imagine somebody that's worth $100 million. So don't come down too hard on Dave Chappelle because me in my position right now, I agree with him. I don't want that shit near me neither. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people, they stunt your growth. These low income people. I remember a video one time, a dude had a property where he rented a chick, black chick, and her kids his property, and the dude said that the chick didn't even have enough money to live there, to move in there. She barely had enough money to move in. She barely paid rent, and he let her stay there because she had kids and he was trying to look out for her. Long story short, her kids wrecked his entire house, wrecked everything, fucked his whole shit up, and left owing him like 6 months of rent. You know what I'm saying? Dude said pretty much he'll never have that type of giving heart again for anybody, black or whatever, female with kids, whatever, because of how that chick violated him with her kids. You know what I'm saying? So, and there's millions of stories of these people on Section 8 that don't have to work and don't have to gain anything by working for it. They just get everything handed to them. They can't appreciate nothing, and they're just, by nature, these are some of the sloppiest, dirtiest people you could ever be around. So I don't blame Dave Chappelle, man. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dave Chappelle. I don't blame him. I don't blame anybody rich that feel like they can't be around these type of low income people, because it's not just a person that make low income money. It's like a category of low income people. You know what I'm saying? The people that get a check cut from the state, low income people in that category, they're not to be fucked with. They're not to be lived with if you can avoid it. That's it. All right, I'm out. That's it.